No matter which business you are running, it depends on people, processes, and information technology. So keeping your IT services online is essential to drive your business. In case of an IT incident, such as performance issues or outages, you need a quick solution. Even better is to prevent such a situation proactively, because it's costly and can damage your reputation.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today on our YouTube channel at KnowledgeRiver. Today I would like to talk to you about the data center monitoring environment and how we recommend to set it up. As usual, the white paper has a couple of front pages, also regarding the author of the white paper. Let's start here with the preamble of this white paper. You have seen this probably before when you have seen other of our white papers, but this is the linchpin of the infrastructure. And if many of the problems that you will see in any infrastructure are related to these two little sentences of ITIL, where it describes an incident. An incident has two flavors. Flavor one is an unplanned interruption to an IT service, reduction in its quality of the IT service. This is an immediate problem. You need to react now. You need to have all your ducks in a row, all your data collected in order to overcome it and analyze it quickly and mitigate the impact to your business. The other one is even more hideous. It is when a configuration item that has not yet affected your service is configured wrongly, and this failure of a configuration item is lurking all the time in the back, and it can hit you at any time, and usually it hits when you really do not want to hit it. We will see that, or you know already, that many of your problems are related to performance, sometimes access loss, data loss, or data center outages. But all of them have a part in configuration management. And only by overcoming the majority of the items in the configuration management infrastructure, we will be able to stabilize our environment and have a fighting chance to increase the service time for our end user. Now, in here we will discuss the monitoring of an infrastructure, and monitoring is of course a wide area. There are usually a number of questions that customers ask, and we will try to answer them at the end of this document. But right now we should go in and understand what are we talking about when we talk about monitoring. Monitoring is not just only listen to log messages or understanding the performance or collecting support packages or knowing interoperability metrics issues. Monitoring is everything. So all of these items play together in the monitoring of your infrastructure, and even in long-term monitoring. Monitoring is not just for the past half an hour, the past day or so. It is monitoring is related to your overall infrastructure, to a long period of time, even for years to come. If you would know today your infrastructure of the past 2 or 3 years, you could reflect this line into the future, the same amount of time, and you would see what could come in the future, and your decision points would be richer than today, where you only have the past 6-8 weeks in your database, in your monitoring database, and you do not know what was happened this long time ago. When we talk about monitoring, then we also talk about LAN, WAN, SAN, server, we have all of the management infrastructure items, change management, problem management, incident management, support management. All of this is related to monitoring, and the data collected within these monitoring tools are related to the other data packages as well. Here is a list of items that we will need to look at when we talk about monitoring and how you monitor your infrastructure. We will also see that interoperability matrix management and support package management are an integral part of your monitoring. The monitoring should be placed at the highest level of your data center. So if you have multiple data centers, each data center should have its own monitoring infrastructure, but they need to be combined into a single view, into a single set of information that can be uploaded to an analytics tool like KnowledgeRiver's Dolphin and Octopus infrastructure. What we recommend is one server or virtual infrastructure per site that contains all of the different monitoring tools, and this includes ITLM services, license management services. This includes CMDB, DCIM, environment sensors, interoperability matrix management, NTP server. Everything is related. Everything that is related to a single site has to be monitored on that site, and the data has to go to a centralized data store where it can be visualized and analyzed in case of a need. If you have only a single server for your entire company, this is per definition a single point of failure. Only by distributing the workload of the monitoring to each site, you have a fighting chance in case of a problem to keep the monitoring alive for the site that survived. Right now you do not know which site survives a disaster. The questions that we have raised before are again answered here at the end of the document. It's important to understand for your customer to see how his infrastructure is monitored, what data is collected, and how it is collected. How it is collected is also important. In the past we had 10-minute intervals and 5-minute intervals. All of these intervals will cut off the peaks in your infrastructure and flatten the line. So today we go with a 1-minute interval, especially on storage and SAN infrastructures, to understand the minute-by-minute workload within an infrastructure. So this is important for everybody who wants to monitor or wants to buy a new monitoring tool. We can help you at KnowledgeRiver to understand what you need to monitor and what tools are available. We do not recommend any specific tool, but we will give you a range of tools that fulfill your needs and that we can use in combination with our support package management and interoperability matrix management to have this data stored for years to come, to look back to it when it's needed. Thank you for joining us in this session. Have a great day. Did we convince you? Well, then visit our website knowledgeriver.com and discover further helpful services.
Or just send us an email to contact@knowledgeriver.com.